a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'm trying to do better here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They go play action. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Fumbled on the play.
So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And a look now at the game so far for Jim. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Saints.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards that time on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10
at their own 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Winston now to throw on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 23 yards the pickup there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 40-yard line.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal.
Guys, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the Saints 10-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now, a field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Geis. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. So a drive that covers almost the entire length of the field will result in 0 points.
That frustration is not just going to be felt by the guys on offense either. It's going to be felt throughout the entire team, isn't it? I mean, we've been there before, right? We've seen it. That deflation can go through the entire ranks. They're going to have to really work to make sure it doesn't affect them going forward.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Bryant. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
New Orleans.
On 1st down, Bryant. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Bryant's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Bryant. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Winston now from the 50. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And Winston lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by New Orleans.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
He'll air it out deep for Tom, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Winston. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our E. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bryant. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Devin Bush leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bryant, this is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 84 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. When that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
This is Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
14 13-yard line, 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Winston sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Completion here to Claypool. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
There defensively.
Winston. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Bryant. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 27, Winston, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing, Winston, and that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So a nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Yeah.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Jameis now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston now completes it to Hardman, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
30-yard line.
To throw again. Bryant into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys will take over at the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And his throw will be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And his kick is right through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing again on second down. Winston, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Winston sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. The pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To throw on 3rd down, Bryant. And that is incomplete.
Bryant's pass.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down throw for Winston. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. He'll take anything positive at this point.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brad.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll be back.